Turkey seeks to be first NATO member to join China-led SCO.
Here's a summary of the article.
Turkey is seeking membership to the China-led Shanghai Cooperation Organization as President Recep Tayyip Erdogan attempts to forge alliances with friendly countries in the East. Erdogan made the announcement after attending the SCO summit in Uzbekistan on Friday, where he held talks with leaders including China's President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin. A successful bid would make Turkey the first member of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization to join the bloc. His remarks on Turkey's potential bid to join the SCO came as Erdogan sought, but could not yet secure, a one-on-one meeting with U.S. President Joe Biden in Washington after this week's meeting of the United Nations General Assembly, according to people familiar with the matter. There was no immediate reaction from the U.S. government or NATO on Turkey's bid for SCO membership. Turkey has been affiliated with the SCO since 2013, when it signed a partnership agreement. Apart from Russia and China, the 8-member SCO also includes India, Pakistan and Kazakhstan.
This post received a score of 11,000, with an upvote ratio of 92%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
What happens to everyone that tries to have 2 girlfriends at the same time?
You end up with no girlfriends and 2 fresh enemies.
Girlfriends are temporary, ex-girlfriends are forever.
I felt this one in my bones. However, even so they are still a full step down from ex-wives. Maybe even 2?
Perhaps you can date an ex-wife then break up with them to downgrade their fury?
I'm afraid it's multiplicative, rather than substitutive. Instead of downgrading to ex-girlfriend, you'll end up with a woman with the rage of 1,000 dying suns. In other words, not recommended. It's not multiplicative, it's exponential.
The limit does not exist.
It's what happens when you forget to clam your integers.
How many sides and with how many decks of marked cards are they playing with? All of them?
He's button smashing like crazy before the coming election.
And trying to play both sides but is really only fooling himself. He's like the guy who tries to be everyone's friend by telling them what they want to hear, but really he has no real friends and no one trusts them.
Both sides? What is this, amateur hour? This has to be at least the 4th side, after NATO, Middle East, and Russia. Maybe I'm even missing some.
Greater than Middle East, this is a side.
Well, it's multiple sides. It's like a microcosm of world politics. From Wiki.
Also, Turkey has a complicated relationship with Israel too, the other major power in the region. At times Turkey sides with the US-Israel Gulf bloc, but Turkey also sees itself as a supporter of the Muslim Brotherhood, which is the parent organization of Hamas.
The only reason Turkey is still in NATO is their geographical location.
And their military. Not commonly known, but they have the largest military in NATO after the US, making it the largest in Europe.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they're one of the world's leading suppliers of military drones.
Exactly. Those drones have been very helpful in several conflicts against Russia, like in Syria, Ukraine, and Armenia.
Turkey's involvement in Armenia can't be boiled down to a conflict with Russia. Turkey and Armenia go much further back than Russia.
Don't read too much into this. This alliance includes India and Pakistan. Seeing as India has border conflict with China, and has tangled with them militarily rather recently, this doesn't seem to be any significant military alliance, but rather, economic. And Pakistan isn't NATO, but it is a major non-NATO ally.
The idea that countries that have military conflicts but can still cooperate economically is strange to Western foreign policy.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.